This is how mad the speculation is in Scotland just now. A guy gets off the plane in Glasgow just to come and see his mates, and he's all of a sudden he's number 2 in the betting odds for taking over as Celtic manager. Yet that is the man who is Des Buckingham. There will be no Buckingham Palace at Celtic Park, that's for sure, because he's only here to see his friends. In other Celtic news, Kyogo could start a £20 million bidding war, but first of all I want to look back at the end of the season, and I want to look at the interview by Callum McGregor. And the reason I want to do that, I want to just see if there was any little hints that the players actually knew that the manager was leaving.
Our leader on the pitch, Callum McGregor. Callum, how proud are you as the captain of this group of players to write your name in the club's history books?
Yeah, listen, immensely proud. First of all, wow, look at this support. This is what playing for this football club is all about. You see this, 20,000 people out to celebrate the success that them, us, everyone's achieved together. So, like I said, we have to enjoy it, enjoy tonight. It's been an unbelievable season, so the guys go and enjoy their rest, and we'll be back again next season.
We'll be back again next season, says Callum McGregor. They're talking about most of the players. And it was good to see that you notice how the young guys behind him are listening to every word that he says during this interview.
And for Callum, that's now 16 Hampden finals that Callum's been involved in as a player, and he's won every single one of them. Is there a common thread that runs through all the Celtic teams that you've been a part of?
Yeah, never say die attitude, the preparation that goes into these cup finals. You know, you have to be super detailed in the way that you approach the game, and then winning mentality. I've said it before, winning becomes a habit. So, you know, with us and these guys, it's unstoppable.
And I'm sure you're aware, Callum, that you are now the only player in world football to have won every single trophy in 5 domestic trebles. Quite unbelievable. You're at the very top of your game. How much is the thirst there to keep achieving and keep adding even more silverware to your record?
Yeah, of course. That's what this football club deserves. It demands success. And I've been so lucky to be part of so many good groups, so many good players, so many good managers, and always backed up by these guys. So, you know, I'm lucky, but you couldn't do that without everyone involved. And like I say, we just got to come back and we go again.
We come back and go again. Was that I had a little hint at the fact that Postecoglou wasn't going to be there. He spoke about past players. He also spoke about past managers, and the fact that managers come and managers go was kind of what he was getting at. But the fans are always there, and the players will just come back and get on with it. The reason that I'm wanting to bring that interview up, there seems to be a radio silence from the players without not one of them have sort of said goodbye boss or anything on social media. Is that the fact that Calmac does not have social media himself? It's well known that him and James Forrest doesn't have any social media. I think when he took over the WhatsApp group from Scott Brown used to laugh about the fact that he used to have to kick people off the WhatsApp group when they left the club. Obviously Calmac took that over when Scott left. Has he put out the message on the WhatsApp group that basically will do a radio silence? John Kennedy is obviously trying to get out the door. A guy walking in out of Glasgow airport this afternoon has been linked with the Celtic job. The Mumbai City manager, it looks like he's just left Mumbai City, but he did have quite a career in management over the last couple of years. He was also the New Zealand manager, so you could understand why the press must have somebody sitting at Glasgow airport just checking flight numbers, checking passenger details, and taking pictures of anybody that walks out that they think might be connected to Celtic whatsoever. The fact that Postecoglou, we'll get back to him. Postecoglou, he's getting ready to trigger a 20 million transfer race for Kyogo. Celtic, meanwhile, have seemingly decided to step up talks with Kyogo to try and extend his stay for another year until 2026, give him an improved contract. But there is speculation that there are other clubs ready to make an offer also. Postecoglou won't obviously take up the job until July the 1st, but there will be the little niggly thing with John Kennedy, Gavin Strachan and Greg Wallace. Will they join him? Celtic are trying not let Kennedy go, but we'll see what happens with that. You got to feel for the guy, Des Buckingham, just gets off the plane. Another Celtic news, there's not a lot going around this afternoon. Matt O'Reilly, he doesn't have the same agent now as what Postecoglou does. His family have taken over that. They're saying that Matt O'Reilly might be one that might leave this summer also. It just it doesn't. Nobody knows what's going on just now. Nobody knows whatsoever. Meanwhile, Ali McCloy says that the Postecoglou departure could swing the pendulum in Sevco's favour. Not a chance, Ali. Not a chance. And on that note, that's just a quick update. The Des Buckingham story was just total nonsense. You might have seen it on social media and people scrambling about saying that has he over for an interview. There are papers now coming out and saying he's just over to see friends. Anything else on Twitter? There's not a lot going on at the moment. It seems a bit quiet. I did say that it will probably be just a little bit quiet between now and the weekend till the Italian job decides if the board decides if the Italian is the man for the job or not. We don't know. Anyway, on that note, Des Buckingham has nothing to do with Celtic. He's not here to take over as Celtic manager. Thank goodness. Because he's an unknown from an unknown nation and an unknown quantity. On that note, have a great day, Celtic fans. We'll see you first thing tomorrow morning with the latest round of updates from Celtic.